Hey, this is Pokeball35, and I said I would make an update if we got good new information for the new Splatoon 3 Fresh Season. So previously, I reacted to the trailer to Fresh Season, and we got the introduction of Marlin Airport, and then we got some new kits and stuff, and we have the Dowser Dualies and the refurbished Brella, or whatever it's called. And that was all we got. Like, we got one Salmon Run stage, Bone Rattle Arena, which has now been confirmed on social media that it is the final Salmon Run stage for Splatoon 3. And we have been getting information on the kits since then, and a lot of the kits are kind of mid. Like, the Dowser Dualies, I believe, is Ink Mine and Killer Whale. And the new Brella is Marker and Bubbler, which I actually like. If you watch my content, you know I'm a big fan of Angle Shooter. I think Marker is kind of funny to use, and I love Bloblobber Deco and other stuff that has Marker. It's a lot of fun to use, so I'm gonna be happy with that. And then the Swiffer has Zipcaster, Autobomb Zipcaster, which actually does sound hype. That sounds like the hypest thing we have this coming season. But then there's been the information that the Explosher has Splashdown, which we saw already, and the new Dreadringer has beacons, and it has beacons and Wavebreaker, which is not good, and a lot of people hate it. And the thing that's funny about the Dreadringer D is that they say in the NA tweet, you can play Squid Beacon sub and Wavebreaker special. You're sure you're providing support by dropping little structures all over the map. I couldn't sleep, so I was just up and I tweeted out immediately when this came out. Yeah, I could take a shit all over the map and call my turds little structures too, and people really liked that one. But we got like other information. But like there's the other thing with the Salmon Run stuff is that we do have new Salmon Run gear that we're getting, and they confirmed that we're getting the Octoling armor back, which is cool. The Octoling armor set was in Splatoon 1, and the goggles was a Splatoon 2 Salmon Run reward. I don't think the armor was there because we had the Neo Octoling armor from Octo expansion, and the boots were actually unreleased in Splatoon 2, so now we have the whole set back in Splatoon 3, except it's going to be really expensive, and I very recently spent 800 bronze scales on the Welder's Mask and 150 silver scales on the Koi Slop suit. So now I'm broke again, and I've only gotten like 8 gold scales in the last 6 months, and I still don't own the Cap of Legend yet. But we have the information on this stuff and all that. But I'm making this video because we have new info right now. That's actually good. So I have looked at this already. We have information on what Fizz Bangs are. It seems to be that every time you splat an opponent, you get a little bomb. So notice, just like, you throw them, they get a kill here. I don't know what this text is. This is the JP post. Maybe Fizzbangs spawn over the map, like clams do. But they get a kill, and then they get more Fizzbangs, and you can probably hold up to like 8 of them, just like Clam Blitz. So it's kind of like Clam Blitz Turf War now, but you're just throwing bombs all over the map. I don't think this JP tweet confirms anything else. It just says, from onwards, Fizzbangs will be given out during battles. When thrown, an ink firework can be launched where it lands, spreading ink around the area. Can be attained every time you land on a stage or defeat an opponent player. It does not confirm if this is going to be Splatfest Pro mode or open exclusive. Maybe it'll be in both, and we just have to deal with them in both, so trying to grind for a high Splatfest power is going to be even more tedious. We just had the weekend Splatfest later today. I'll be uploading my my Splatfest montage. It's not going to be that much clip, but I had a funny edit that I put in there, so you'll get that later. But namely, the other thing is that we have confirmation of Springfest coming back. For Splatoon 3, this was a special Splatfest theme that was in Splatoon 2, like Splatoween and Frosty Fest and stuff, so we're getting Springfest back. So we get to see a whole bunch of Easter decorations and stuff in March. Is that a Moai? I didn't look at this fucking image. That's a Moai in, like, a bonnet and an egg. That's awesome. We're bringing back the Moais. We have a whole bunch of brand new exclusive gear that we're getting for this. And the thing is that we're getting a lot. Like, Springfest for Splatoon 2 had a lot of gear based around Off the Hook. Off the Hook's the frickin' musical group. So there was a lot of, like, Off the Hook themed things, but we're getting, like, a bunch of gear. We're getting 4 pairs of glasses, one of them deep cut branded, and we're getting, revamped versions of existing shoes, but we're getting, like, 3 of each. So we're getting, like, 3 more Crocs. We're getting 3 more of these, which I actually really like these shoes already. Now we're getting more of these, and I really like these red and black boots. Really like those a lot, so we're getting a bunch of gear, for Springfest. But then, the unthinkable happened, which was kind of thinkable. But so, in the trailer, we got six kits and 2 brand new weapons. And I said I would make an update video if we got any other cool new information. So we have confirmation of more kits that were not revealed in the trailer. And I don't know why they are just deciding to not reveal everything in the trailer anymore. So we have confirmation of the Nautilus 79 coming back, with Suction Bomb and Ultra Stamp. Wait, this just in. I'm editing a part into this. Apparently, I translated this wrong. I searched up Ultra Chukuchi on Google, and it came up with Ultra Stamp. It's actually Triple Splashdown. That's what Triple Splashdown translates into. So it's Nautilus with Triple Splashdown. So honestly, Triple Splashdown on this thing, it still sucks. I actually would have been more hyped for Stamp. What this means is we will be able to slay a bunch and then pop up into the air, and then anyone who's, like, behind you could die if you don't do, like, a flick with it. Yeah, that's really all you can do with it. And it already had Suction Bomb in Splatoon 2. I believe the Nautilus 79 kit in Splatoon 2 was Suction Bomb Inkjet. I personally think, along with Splattershot, I recently uploaded my video of getting 200 badges in Splatoon 3, and I did that with Splattershot. I had Splattershot and then Hero Shot Replica. Hero Shot Replica was my 200th badge. Go watch that video, it's one of my favorites that I've done recently. I know it's long, but still. The thing with that is that I personally believe that Splattershot and Nautilus are the 2 most overpowered weapons in Splatoon. Because you kinda just press the button, and everybody on the other team evaporates. From a high NA, like a mediocre high NA X power, I average between 24 and 2500. I'm currently 2500 in all modes for this current season before we go into fresh season. That's my personal belief, that Splattershot and Nautilus are incredibly overpowered. So I don't really think it matters what special the Nautilus gets. I like Stamp. On Sploosh, playing it with Sploosh is a lot of fun. People who go into Ranked and play Sploosh and then go, like, 1 kill, 15 deaths deserve to not be able to play the video game. People who do that give Sploosh and Aerospray bad reps, and, like, I love this thing, despite the kits in this game. I don't really even know what other kit they could have really given it. I don't even remember what it has, what the vanilla kit has in this game. It's like Point Sensor Inkstorm, I believe. And I think the Inkstorm works a lot better because you can throw it up and, push up, and have the damage combo with the shots of the Nautilus. This is just kind of doing whatever. It's okay. But then we also have the confirmation of Gloogadoodle's Deco, which is also coming to the game, which has Point Sensor and Trizuka. So I don't really have many more thoughts about this either, because I see it, I'm like, oh cool, Gloogadeco's finally coming into the game, and I do like the model, it looks great. But Point Sensor, I am an enjoyer of Point Sensor because of funny opening gambit strategies. It's some of my favorite stuff to do in my gameplay whenever I'm playing Blaster. And I did it before, like, I did opening gambit before Custom Blaster. So it's still fun to do stuff with that. I wear opening gambit on Vanilla Nautilus because it kills so quickly and you're able to throw point sensors. You're able to just have opening gambit the whole game. So this could be an opening gambit weapon of being able to just have a lot of movement because the Gloogadoolies are slow. Having a lot of movement and schmovement to go in and shoot is cool. And then Zuka, we did get a Zuka. I keep forgetting when they're add Zuka weapons. I think last season we got Machine Neo, so that's in the game, and that had Zuka. I think that weapon's also point sensor Zuka, is it not? I forget. I think that weapon's also point sensor Zuka, so we all know about Trizuka and how busted of a specialty it is, even with the nerfs. We'll hope that the patch notes address more Zuka stuff, but it probably won't. I still get cross-map shot by a Zuka, even while hiding behind cover, and as I was playing Splattershot recently, I was doing that to other people, getting doubles and triples without even looking at the goddamn screen. But it's hopeful. We have new kits in the game that were not in the trailer. I personally think this strategy of not revealing kits in the trailer is dampening the hype of the seasons, because it happened this current season, it's happening for this next season, so it's something. Like, I'm glad we have these. I'm glad that the copium was true, because I was genuinely believing at this point that we were not getting any more kits this season. It was just going to be the 6 and the 2 new weapons. So now we have 8 and 2 new weapons, which is great. Which then will line up with the remaining kits will come out next season. We will finally get Bamboozler Mark II and Custom Range Blaster, so we don't get Custom Range Blaster this season. I honestly could have dealt without a new Nautilus and added the new Range Blaster, because I still think Nautilus is so good anyway, we don't need Nautilus 79 until the very end. We still have to deal with Bamboo. I do really like the current Bamboo kit, but, like, I know a lot of people want a new Bamboo kit, and I'm a Range Blaster player, and I kind of dropped off Range Blaster. But that's that. We were thinking that we were going to be getting new information on Custom E-Liter, because we don't know what Custom E-Liter has yet. You'll find out later. I'm not going to make another video unless it's, like, super hype or something. If, like, we get even more super hype info tomorrow about this. But we were thinking Custom E-Liter was going to have Splashdown because they added 2 screen weapons, being Flings a Roller, for some reason, and 52 Gal have Splatter Color Screen. And we only know that Explosher has Splashdown. So is E-Liter also getting Splashdown? That's what we were thinking we were getting today, but instead we got confirmation of an Ultra Stamp Nautilus and a Trizuka Gloogadooly, but we still don't know if the E-Liter is getting Splashdown or not. What this does confirm to me, though, is that the Copium is back on track, because it is entirely possible they reveal a second stage on Twitter later. We already got the drops for today, but tomorrow we absolutely could get info, except they show the Fizzbang video here, and the Fizzbang video is still on Marlin Airport, so we still don't have confirmation of a second stage, but it's entirely possible that we get a second stage. And I hope so, because if we get a second stage, then I'll forgive this season. If not, then it's lame. I still think it's really lame that Bone Rattle Arena is the final map for Salmon Run. Because we've been getting one new Salmon Run stage every season. Pretty much. Actually, I don't think every season. I think it's been every other season, pretty much. I think. I don't remember. Yeah, every other season, because we didn't get another new one. Yeah, we had Smokeyard, and then we didn't, and then stuff, because we had Big Run. But the thing is that with this coming weekend, with Side Order releasing, and I will be streaming Side Order the moment it releases, twitch.tv/Pokeball35, link in the description down below. and then I will have that stuff uploaded to YouTube as I have it come out. But this coming weekend, along with Side Order, there's a brand new all-random Grizzco weapon rotation on Salmonid Smokeyard. And the thing with that is that, like, where the hell's Big Run? We haven't had a Big Run announcement yet, as of this video being made. So, like, where's that? Like, we've had a Big Run once per season, and the days it would happen would have to be, like, we've been doing them at the start of the season, the last 2 seasons. We have, Friday, March 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, and that's the all-random Grizzco rotation. The following weekend is March 8th, 9th, and 10th. That would have to be that, and it hasn't been announced yet. Every single Big Run, for anyone who may not know, every single Big Run has been on a day divisible by 3 from Splatoon 3's release date. So, you know, we had the stuff early on, and it's always been on the 3rd of a month, or the 9th of a month, or the 6th of a month. And, you know, that it needs to happen, you know? Because, like, where's Big Run? When they say this is the final Salmon Run stage, is this the final Salmon Run stage ever? Like, is Big Run just done? Are we counting the Big Run multiplayer stages like we just had Barnacle and Dime? Are we counting Barnacle and Dime, Big Run as a Salmon Run stage? Because then this would be the final Salmon Run stage, and then we just don't get any more Big Runs. Like, why introduce the thing and then have, like, 6 of them, you know? Or 7 of them. There's been 1 per season. I think the first Big Run happened at the start of the 2nd season, I think. It's been a while. I can't remember off the top of my head, but like 6 or 7 of these things, and the same thing with extra work. They introduced extra work, and there's been 4 of them. Are we not getting any more extra work either? Those are on existing Salmon Run stages, so they could still do that, but like, where's Big Run? That's what I have to say. There's been other Side Order information, and I haven't been looking at it because I'm going to be playing Side Order completely blind. They released some other stuff. I didn't look at it. I scrolled right past it. But we are getting new kits, and the kits are incredibly mid. So that is my talking about that. Thank you very much for watching this of me talking about Splatoon 3. I recorded this early in the morning as this information happened. This was all recorded and not streamed, but if it were to be streamed, it would be streamed live at twitch.tv/Pokeball35, link in the description down below. If you're not already subscribed to the YouTube channel, please do so, because I do have a lot to offer. Again, go check out my video I put out recently of me collecting 200 badges in Splatoon 3. I do think that is a great watch. It's a X-Rank Clan Blitz for most of the video, and then a little bit of Splat Zones at the end. So go check that out. Check out everything else I have up on the channel, because I do have a lot to offer. All the Splatoon 3 stuff I have. Side Order is coming out Thursday night. I will be live Thursday night, 8 p.m. Eastern with Side Order. Check that out. I will be playing the Salmon rotation over the weekend to try and get 999 on Salmonid Smokeyard as well, with more Side Order spread in there. Do all that. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in whatever comes next.